A national dialogue on security sector reform has brought together key stakeholders from government institutions, civil society organizations, international partners, and security services. The forum held under the theme Enhancing Knowledge and Strengthening Partnerships on Security Sector Reform is jointly organized by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, United Nations Development Programme, Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, United Nations Peace Building Fund, and the Ministry of Interior. It aims to foster collaboration and deepen understanding of the legal and policy frameworks shaping security governance in the Gambia. Mandisa Mashalugu, UNDP country representative, emphasized the forum's impact, noting that it will equip participants with a deeper understanding of the revised laws and policies driving security sector reform.
Before we look at the negatives, it is to ensure that we look at the successes and the achievements and what can be done better to ensure we move in that trajectory, but also identify the gaps and chart a path forward for their timely revision, corrective actions, adoption, and implementation. It is also an opportunity to promote and further extend the great work that has been done for inclusivity.
The forum is part of a 36-month joint project entitled Sustaining the Gambia's Peaceful Transition by Supporting the Implementation of the Security Sector Reform Strategy. The initiative is funded by the United Nations Peace Building Fund and jointly implemented by UNDP, OHCHR, and UNODC in close collaboration with the Gambian government and civil society. It seeks to address critical challenges in the sector, including outdated legislation, weak oversight mechanisms, limited institutional capacity, and inadequate gender inclusion. Carl Frederick Paul, United Nations Resident Coordinator, underscored the importance of inclusive reform, stating, effective security sector reform is essential and must be inclusive.
Since 2017 democratic transition, the Gambia has made notable progress in security sector reform, marked by the adoption of the National Security Policy in 2019, the National Security Strategy in 2020, and the Security Sector Reform Strategy in 2020 as well, which provide a roadmap for transformation. And finally, to be fully transformative, security sector reform must be also inclusive, ensuring the meaningful participation of marginalized groups, including women, youth, persons with disabilities, in line with the principle of equality, non-discrimination, and the Leave No One Behind agenda.
Throughout the forum, participants explore ways to align current laws with democratic principles and human rights standards, while also discussing mechanisms to strengthen accountability and rebuild public trust in security institutions. From the Office of the National Security, Lamin Kinte, Chief of Staff, said the initiative allows participants to come together and find ways to make security institutions serve the people better.
Reform is never the task of one institution alone. It is a collective responsibility. The Gambia has demonstrated resilience, courage, and a shared desire to transform its security sector. Your contributions in the coming sessions will strengthen our security architecture and reinforce our commitment to democratic governance, human rights, and national stability.
The review of the establishing laws of all security institutions under the Ministry of Interior is complete. At this stage, the immigration bill has passed cabinet approval. The cabinet paper for the Fire and Rescue Service bill is completed. The police prison drug control bill are at the level of the Ministry of Justice.
The forum is seen as a significant step in the Gambia's broader reform journey, coming after years of calls for institutional transformation following the country's return to democratic rule. As the Gambia continues to consolidate its democracy, such initiatives are viewed as vital in building a professional, accountable, and people-centered security system. Janket Ture, GRTS.